two of one drink leads to another. Later that night, Alder sat on her roof. There was a rundown stairwell that narrowed with brick and mortar splayed across the floor. The roof she was on protruded like a tower. It was about 2 stories up and not as wide as the whole building, which was 3 more stories. Her bare feet dangled over the sides of the roof like a gargoyle. She looked in silence at the night sky, content to revel in the quiet. Her phone rang. She took a quick glance down and flicked her cigarette off the roof tower and picked up. "Hey, is this Alder?" said Michael over the phone. Yeah, it's me. Didn't think you'd call so soon," said Alder, kicking a brick to the lower roof. "My girl, she's having an episode, and I needed to talk to someone who understood." "She didn't find the napkin, did she?" "Oh, please. If she found the napkin, she'd probably have killed me." Michael chuckled, but it was a half-hearted chuckle that had just a bit too much truth in it to be funny. "It was something stupid. Something about erasing America's Got Talent off the DVR. Shit, what did she do?" "She pushed me into the door." "Dude, what the fuck?" "She doesn't mean any of this shit." "Of course she doesn't," Alder said sarcastically. "Where you at now?" Alder asked. "I'm driving around waiting for Tanya to cool down," he said. "You could drop in here," Alder said while lighting a new cigarette. There was a long pause over the phone. "All right," Michael said tentatively. Alder showed Michael up to her sanctuary. She wore flip-flops but promptly took them off when she reached the top to let her feet dangle off the side. Michael stood for a while but quickly settled into the idea of sitting on the dusty ground. "So what is this chick of yours, in UFC or something?" asked Alder while sparking a new cigarette. "Nah, nothing like that. She's pretty little, even smaller than you." "Alright," said Alder, waiting for the punchline. "She's like you. She got powers somewhere last year. It started off small. She used to be able to yell and blow out candles, but it turned into some full-on carry shit now. So she wasn't like this before." "Well, I don't think I can say that. I mean, she was always a little spark plug, but she used to hit like a girl," Alder said. "So the bad puppy is now a bad dog. Seems to me like she's always been an asshole." "Come on," said Michael, defending his woman's honor even now. "I think I wasn't drawn to you so much as I was drawn to her. I think her aura was rubbing off on you," said Alder. "Well, hey, you want me to hook you two up?" Michael said with a smile. "I'm under no obligation to either of you. I just know why I was drawn to you." "Was that it?" Michael asked, almost slightly deflated. "That was what drew me. That was not why I'm still talking to you." Michael smiled, but looked away, afraid that too long of an awkward glance could lead to places he didn't want to go. Alder blushed slightly, but didn't break her outward facade. "You're one hell of a social worker," said Michael, but he was cut short. "I'm not a social worker, all right? I work on a phone sex line," she blurted, as if ripping off a Band-Aid. Michael didn't have anything to say. "I just tell people the social worker thing because it's better than telling them I talk dirty while dudes jerk off over the phone," Alder said, afraid to even look Michael in the eye. "That's ridiculous. With all the technological advancements, we have dudes that actually still call sex lines," Michael said with a smile, attempting to lighten the mood and dispel the awkwardness. Alder smiled, and that nervous smile dovetailed into a laugh. Her eyes thanked him for understanding and being cool about it. 2 months had passed. Michael and Alder had become fast friends. Though there was an air of sexual tension, they liked the idea of them being able to tell each other secrets more than whatever fleeting comforts that might come from sex. Alder wore her scarf, unironically this night, because of the slight chill. Michael wore his blue windbreaker and sat next to her on her roof perch. "Are you still thinking about going away?" Alder lit a cigarette and felt the telltale drops of rain tapping on her skin. "What, you scared I'm gonna go through with it?" Alder said while flipping her purple hoodie down. "Yeah, of course I'm scared you'll leave." You're my best friend. Who the fuck would I talk to if you left? Said Michael, pulling his windbreaker further up his neck to provide subtle protection from the light rain droplets. I'll still need to save up, so you got a while before that goes down anyways, Alder proclaimed. What would you do for money? Asked Michael. I don't think it matters what state I'm in, you know. So few of my customers think to ask before they come, said Alder sarcastically. You think we should step in from the rain? Michael questioned. Oh, you gonna grow a vagina? Said Alder, ignoring the light drizzle. Why do you need to go? What exactly are you trying to get away from? Nobody knows you here anyways. Way to be a dick about it, Alder said while flicking her cigarette to the lower roof. Alder contemplated her true answer with a hint of bitterness moving up her throat. Come on, man, you know me. I know I'm just that way. When things get too good, you know, I need a change of pace. So you're saying it's good, Michael said with a smile. Alder looked at Michael in a shy little peekaboo. She fiddled with her hands and dug into the huge jacket pocket of her hoodie for a lighter. So what if it is? Said Alder, playing it cool. I don't think you need to leave anymore, said Michael. Why wouldn't I? Is there some reason for me to stay? Alder questioned while putting her cigarette in her mouth. Michael looked away. He was staunchly loyal to his girlfriend. Alder believed that he was helplessly drawn to drama because he didn't generate it himself. Alder could sense his moods as easily as if he were narrating a Shakespearean soliloquy. I'm gonna miss you, said Alder, who lost the will to smoke. Her outward expression didn't change, but the minor drizzle masked the tears that streamed down her cheek. Michael reached for Alder's hand. She took it with trepidation, but she wanted it. She wanted to be close to another person. She held his hand weakly while staring out at the darkened sky. She wasn't ugly, or at least she didn't think she was ugly enough. But she was cursed. In that, love eluded her like smoke, too intangible to touch. Just like all her loves, this love was not meant to be, and the end of their relationship, whatever they were, ended to the tune of a shrill, ear-piercing shriek. Alder and Michael turned their heads in unison to see the source of the ear-piercing scream. There, as thematically as a movie villain's entrance. Lightning sparked and the blue flicker illuminated a small little woman standing in the doorway with balled fist. Alder had never seen her, but she could see from her aura it was Michael's girlfriend Tanya.